Well, the event is April 1st. Donna Terrell's Yoga Warriors Fighting Colon Cancer event is April 1st, 10 a.m. at the Doubletree Hotel. It'll last from 10 to about noon. We have a number of things going on. In addition to a yoga practice, we'll also be raffling off like lots of fun stuff like a Yeti cooler and jewelry and just fun stuff. And we also have door prizes we'll be giving away. We have two sponsors. We have Cartai and we have Fred's Pharmacy. And Fred's Pharmacy, they're providing some colon cancer kits, like the type that you can take home and you can just kind of check for yourself to see if there's anything going on there. So we'll be, every participant will get one of those. I also want to mention that Wes here is our instructor. We have different instructors each year. We brought Wes in this year to be the actual instructor. I thank you for taking the invitation.
Thank you very much.
I just think Wes has such a, we mentioned you have to find the right instructor. When I found you, I was like, oh, yes, I like Wes. So I want everyone to see what you're all about. Plus, you understand people who are yogis, and we'll have some of those in the room, and we'll have people who have never done yoga before, some of those in the room, and I know you know how to cater to both.
We have to cater to the individual, and I can do that.
Yeah, love that. So anyway, so that's basically it in a nutshell. It's a fundraiser. It's a free event, but it is a fundraiser. So bring money because you're gonna want to try to win some of the raffles. And if you'd like to make a donation, that's totally up to you. But you can also visit our website www.yogawarriors.org to get more information about the organization, what we do. We raise money for liquid nutritional supplements for cancer survivors in Central Arkansas, and we are also going to start underwriting the cost of yoga classes for cancer survivors and their caregivers.
That's so awesome.
So yeah, awesome. We got a lot of stuff to do.
That's great.
Thank you.
Well, first thing you need to do is just show up at the mat. I mean, that's the first stage. So second of all is just kind of finding the right teacher for you. Sometimes, a lot of times, you go to one person, they don't really kind of fit in with your practice or how you feel in the practice. So I think it's important to find a good teacher that you kind of vibe with. But I think with the benefits, I think regardless of how hard you're practicing, like Donna said, it kind of has to be at your own pace. Mm-hmm. So I think that you get more benefits when you're doing it at your own pace instead of pushing yourself into postures you shouldn't be in, or just going goal-oriented to major postures. It's not really about that. It's about finding the breath, finding your body, just finding you in that moment. Helps you connect with yourself and everybody else and whatever you need to connect with. So just show up in the mat and try to find a good teacher and get about it.
It's really interesting because when Queah started doing yoga, I did not do yoga. I mean, she told me how it made her feel better, but it just wasn't my thing. So then I create this organization and I still wasn't doing yoga, but I believed in the benefits because of what she said. So finally, one day I thought, you know what, Donna, if you're gonna have this organization, Yoga Warriors, maybe you should know something about yoga. So I started taking a class or classes, and I was horrible. And I could not, for the life of me, understand what she was talking about. It's like, I don't feel good when I walk out of this. I am not feeling good at all. But part of it was here, because I was trying so hard and I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to just walk in and be perfect. And so then it was around that time that I started taking personal classes from Angela, or private lessons from private practices, as I should say, from Angel. And one day I'm laying there on the mat and I had this overwhelming feeling, and I was thinking about my daughter, and I just became very, very emotional. And this was like at the end of the practice during the Shavasana. And after I got through that, I felt so at peace. I felt so at peace, and I was like, I think I'm onto something here. And so then from that point on, I stopped pushing myself so hard and just doing my practice the way that I know how to do it, or the way that I can best do it, as it should be. And thinking about her, and I don't know, I walk away just feeling refreshed and feeling good and feeling connected to her as well as to myself. And so in helping me with grief, a lot of it's here, right here, because I think yoga, even though the stretching and, you know, relieving stress and all of that, and certainly that helps, but for me, it's been very, very emotional because it's body awareness and the thought of her and the fact that this was something really, really good for her. You know, I think that's how it's helped me with my grief and with other things as well.
So you found that connection?
Found that connection through yoga. I mean, that really works, right?
Oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. And, you know, kind of aligning the body with the mind and the heart as well. So
Yeah. So there's something to this whole yoga thing. I think you're onto something.
I have had, you know, about 2 years experience, and for me, it seems like them using, you know, breath technique and a little bit of simple movements, it's really beneficial. And I see how they progress and they're happier after class. And even if it's a 5-minute class, 10-minute class, or whatever, it's usually they're more uplifted, they have more energy. You know, overall, you know, yoga has a lot of benefits, but I think for them particularly, it's just kind of the state of mind and how they feel in their body. So I just think it's really important that they get either, you know, a small practice or a large practice in.
Well, Donna Terrell's Yoga Warriors Fighting Colon Cancer was inspired by my daughter, Queah, who died from colon cancer. But when she was going through her battle with the disease, the hospital that she was going to provided yoga to survivors and their caregivers. And she began doing yoga, and I will never forget when she called me up and she said, "Mom, I did yoga today and it actually made me feel a little better." And so as we were brainstorming here at the station at Fox 16, we were trying to come up with a way that I could honor my daughter. They were very, very supportive. And my news director said, you know, everybody does a walk. What about yoga? And it was like, ding, 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 ding. It's like, yes, yoga. And so that's how it was born 4 years ago.